During my research and planning stages, I use Google to research conventions and mise-en-scène. Examples of this include finding out what conventions are for the genres we chose and what type of costume we will need to have. I use Blogger to present my findings, and by conducting this research, I was able to make sure that I followed the conventions and used the correct costumes to help the audience to be able to identify what era the film is set in. By using Blogger, I was able to embed Prezi's, slideshares and YouTube videos, which was extremely helpful as that meant I had many different ways to present my research. By using these sites, I could easily find that information and show my partner, and this enabled us to decide what costumes to go for and helped with planning. Another type of media technology I used during research was the website SurveyMonkey to create a survey that I could give to my audience. This could be done by simply sending them a link and I received their answers. This was useful to me as I could get clear information back, and filling out a survey isn't a hard task for my audience to do, so they could easily do so. These surveys were sent out on a social media site, Facebook. Here we could post a link to Facebook and add it to a group chat which had all the members from the BFI course on. Another way I used technology during planning was using the website CarrotHub. Here I could show the actress the character outline along with the script. This helped that actress by being able to understand her role. Whilst filming the auditions for the characters, I used a Panasonic camera with an interchangeable lens. This camera is used during my construction of my short film. This camera was able to record in high quality and was a big improvement from the iPad that I used during my AS film opening. This camera also had a microphone on that was able to pick up sound from further away, thus enabling me to use long shots and still be able to hear what the characters were saying. During the construction of my film poster, I used the program Photoshop. Here I was able to do a variety of things, including adding text and fonts I found on the website FontSpace, and then was able to freely move and manipulate this text. I also used the lasso and clone tool to make the shadow on the floor larger and therefore more visible. I could also change the saturation of the photo to give the image a better and warmer colour. All these tools helped me to improve the look of the poster from the first mock-up that was made on Pages on a Mac. Not only could the program create a more HD image, but the tools used meant I could edit more freely and therefore produce a better looking product. When making the radio advert, I used the audio editing tools on Sony Vegas. I recorded the sounds on my phone and then uploaded the raw M4A files to Vegas and then was able to cut and trim them. I could also add the music I chose and the sound effects found on sites such as freesoundeffects.com. By creating different tracks on Vegas, I could layer the music and the sound effects so it smoothly fits together. Also, I could change the balance on the audio to make Goldilocks' voice appear to come from the right and DCI Pierce's voice to come from the left speaker. This made the characters sound like they were opposite each other even though they could not be seen. Another way I used Vegas to manipulate my film was the use of colours. Here I could change the colours to make the movie have a colour tone to it. I was also able to edit the text in 3D on Vegas. I used this to make the writing appear on the wall. I did this by positioning the text on both X, Y and Z axes. This meant that the text doesn't stick out in front of the characters but fit in with the scene and not block what is happening. By positioning the text in such a way, I was able to add the credits in a way that worked with the shots and wasn't just overlaying them. When making my evaluation, I could animate some scenes, such as this one, when talking about a genre, by using keyframes. Here I selected keyframes and set them to smooth, and then change the positioning to make the image above. I could also add overlays during my evaluation by changing the track properties and using the tool Color Keyer to remove the green screen or white marks. During my evaluation, to record some of the steps I took during construction post-production, I had to use the program XSplit Broadcaster to enable my screen recording program to work on my Windows 8 desktop. This extra step meant that I could easily show each step and then talk about it during my videos. Another program I used was Google Docs. This enabled me to write the script for my evaluation in school and at my home laptop by allowing different accounts to edit the document. This was useful as I could write and plan what I wanted to say and then write the script, even though I was on different accounts and different computers, such as the Maxima Media Room, my home laptop, or any of the school computers.